Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We have a ton of stuff to build and do this episode. We unlocked so much in the last episode. A couple of them were the super alloy rod, the gas extractor, the screen with orbital information, the seed spreader rocket, and the DNA manipulator. Ton of stuff. I don't even know where to start, truthfully. I think where I would like to start is this gas extractor. 3 super alloy, 2 zeolite, and an iridium rod. Let's just get it set up so that it can start kind of passively getting that gas. I think it's methane gas that it'll be making. To do so, 3 super alloy, which should not be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Good. So 3 super alloy, 2 zeolite, and an iridium. Good. We need an iridium, which is right here, and then 1. What do we say? Oh, 2 zeolite. Yeah. 2 zeolite is here. We have a ton of zeolite, so that's easy. And then gas extractor is there. Now, gas extractor, there's a couple of places we can put it. I think the first place that we do put it is over in this direction. Because it's the closest one, it's probably the easiest to get. I assume that'll be methane gas. We've seen several locations with gas to collect. Out of curiosity. Okay, so this would be methane here. Sorry. I gotta check one thing. This is also methane. So if it's just right in the middle of nowhere, it would just be methane, right? So, yeah. So if it's just right in the middle of nowhere, we could set it up right next to our base. It's methane. Let's see that area where there was an obviously discolored gas on the ground. It's over this direction. Let's see if that's a rare gas or if that's still just methane. Because if that's still just methane, it's actually probably a good thing. There's just aluminum hanging out there. And zeolite. I love that zeolite is just growing everywhere now. Where are you? Just cobalt. Because look, there was obviously a yellow purpley gas here. Yeah. So this has to be something different, right? Still just methane. Okay. I mean, that's good news. It means that there's no reason that we should put the gas extractor anywhere besides literally right next to our base to make it the easiest possible. Wow, look at those vines. To make it the absolute easiest possible to get that gas. It's probably a really good thing. Okay, so first things first, then, just to finish that up, we're gonna throw the gas extractor right here next to the door. It'll start collecting methane, and now we have a sustainable methane source, which is a big deal. Gas extractor is done. Super alloy rod we can make for the orbital rocket that gives us key locations. I really like that. Seed spreader, the DNA manipulator. I say we do that. We've waited so long for that rocket that allows us to get the key points of interest. Let's go check that out together, actually. Sorry, it's over this direction. The recipe is... So we can get this one that gives us oxygen. Here it is. Display points of interest on the map. Let's do that. Osmium microchip rocket engine. It's really not... I mean, minus the super alloy rod, which is awful. It's probably 9 super alloys, right? It's 8 super alloys and an aluminum, which I am not super happy about, to be really honest with you, but the rest of it's pretty easy. So we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 super alloys. All right, we should be good. I guess gotta pick these up. Okay, super alloy rod. That is so much resources, but I think it'll be worth it. All we need is that map chip. So silicon, magnesium, aluminum, aluminum. That's easy. Magnesium, and a silicon. Right back to having no silicon, which kind of stinks. I keep doing that. Here we go. And we're good. So next up, we're gonna launch this. We're gonna launch this guy here. Map information rocket displays points of interest on the map. I mean, that seems really useful to me. I assume that could give us, hopefully, more things to explore directly instead of us having to just find everything. I'm hopeful that it's going to give us places that we should go and check out that might help us progress by finding either specific resources or technologies. So with that said, let's take a look at it. Gotta get over here to the map. Okay. Okay. Sulfur, zeolite, osmium, iridium. So it's saying there's sulfur. Oh, if we put an ore extractor here, that must be sulfur. There's looks like more super alloys here. This is just titanium. Here is uranium. What's over here? This is aluminum. Yes, this is great. This is nothing. This is that obsidian. Just cobalt. Okay, this is really useful. This tells us where all of the major ores that we were looking for can be extracted, it looks like. Yep, see, uranium can be extracted there. Okay. All right, so that was a big deal. This one really helped us out. Next up, I do want to make this guy before we forget. This is the screen orbital information, microchip compass, osmium, and silicon. And the microchip compass we just made, but it was silicon, magnesium, aluminum, aluminum. Silicon and magnesium. I need one more silicon. I bet you I can grab it from right here. Yep. Good. Let's just do that. Microchip compass. And now we just need one osmium and we are good to go. This allows us to make that dashboard. It takes a lot of energy, which I don't love. 35 energy. We'll just put it there for now. Okay, so this just tells us heat is plus 2,000, pressure is plus 3,000, plant rocket is plus 30. This is not that useful, but at least it tells us what this is, so it gives us a better ability to accumulate this percentage. It's useful for sure. It's probably not worth the 30 energy because we only have 40 available. Okay, part of me wants to make some extractors and put them in these various locations because osmium extractor probably needs a T2, so whatever, but a sulfur extractor might only require a T1. That could be really useful. Two things that we can still make that we unlocked is the seed spreader rocket, which gives us oxygen. We'll take a look at that. And then the DNA manipulator. So seed spreader rocket with oxygen, we're at 168 with no increase at all to that currently. So that would be a big increase. Whereas right now, oxygen could get us the T2 tree spreader, which is not bad, and the water life collector, which is also not bad. I think we might want to make that rocket for sure, and then the DNA manipulator is where? Here. Super alloy, bioplastic nugget, explosive powder, zeolite, and osmium. Manipulates DNA to create new genes. It's a lot of energy. I actually don't mind making it too much. I think I might go with this. Let's just do it. Let's make the energy drain stinks, but let's just do it. Super alloy, bioplastic nugget, explosive powder, zeolite, osmium. We have most of that stuff as it stands. So, bioplastic nugget, explosive powder, zeolite, osmium is easy. Zeolite, and then Osmium is easy, and we just need the super alloy, our good old friend. So here we go, here we go, here we go. We already have a silicon, cobalt, and iron. Good. We don't have enough energy for this, we know. Maybe we actually be smart this time and build up the energy we need before we crash everything. T1 nuclear reactor, T2 nuclear reactor. I don't think we have anywhere near the uranium rod is the problem. So what we can do, 1, 2. Now we can do the explosive powder because we're gonna need a second one. We have enough for the upgraded nuclear reactor in just a second. This gene manipulator, I say we keep it over here. This area feels like a decent one for it. So we'll just go ahead and put it there. We know that destroys our power. That's not, we have it kind of under control. We're gonna go here. We need super alloy, the other uranium, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have, let me just make sure we have this. Good. We can quickly build this nuclear reactor. Where do we want it? Just put it right there for now. Power restored. Good to go. So what does this do? Ooh. We can grow. This is how we make things, I guess. We can make tree seeds, which actually is really good for us. So this was not a waste. This actually was a pretty good use right there of efforts, truthfully. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good use. We have probably 2 more things that we really care about is the oxygen multiplier rocket, which could 10x, I believe, our oxygen, which is, I think, very useful for increasing this oxygen number. In fact, I'm kind of thinking that we just do it. Let me just see what it would cost. And the other thing would be more ore extractors for those specific areas, primarily sulfur and uranium. Seed spreader rocket here. It's actually a lot, isn't it? Mutagen bacteria sample are the 2 I'm not sure of. The other ones we've made many times were good. Mutagen and bacteria sample, let's take a look. Bacteria sample is easy. Mutagen sample is also easy. Mutagenetic agent, use it in the DNA manipulator. I wonder if you just put them here and press research. That could be interesting. I would actually be interested in trying that because we have methane and bacteria is so easy to make. Let's go ahead and mess around with that quick. So that's 9. We can now make 1, 2, 3. So mutagen is methane and sulfur. Sulfur is something that I've been on the lookout for. Maybe we just make 1 to start. And then methane should be collecting here. So if we come over here and make the mutagen and put the mutagen in here and research, what happens? No match found. Use it in the DNA manipulator. So I'm guessing, excuse me, I'm guessing that it's here. This is why it wants us to make that. So that's cool. We'll leave it here for now. But oh no, I'm sorry. We do need that. We need that for this rocket. So we need tree bark, 2 super alloy, and a rocket engine. We have tree bark, so we just need 2 super alloy and that rocket engine. All right, 2 more super alloy right there, and we should be good. So we're good to launch that rocket. You know what? I like to do this, and so let's quickly go. Oxygen currently is 1191. So let's say 12,000 ppq per second. And now, seed spreader. Yeah, cool. 12,000 ppq per second. We're, I think, going to be in the next, is that ppm? The next tier will be like 1 ppm is 1,000% increase. So that could be really good. Really, this first one is the most impactful. The rest of them, you know, double. Like this first one 10x's. The next one will only double the number from there. Yeah, 119,000. So it 10x'd. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what we were hoping for. So it is moving a heck of a lot faster. 81. Pressure, I think we should consider increasing a little bit faster. So maybe we focus a little bit more effort on pressure rockets again, because pressure is 3,000. The thing is, it really doesn't increase it by all that much, unfortunately, at this point. I mean, it helps. You know, you make 3 more pressure rockets and it'll basically double that pressure. But doubling that pressure is only going to help so much. So that's not particularly ideal, unfortunately. I think what we do is we focus a little bit of effort into the... Yeah, I think what we do now is focus more effort into the ore extractors, putting them around in those geographical locations defined here. I think maybe we have one in sulfur. That's been one that we've really struggled with. I think we also try one in a uranium place, so either there or... I think here makes sense because we know this is a relatively straight shot. You know, I would love super alloy too, truthfully, but you know, I actually wouldn't mind there and there. Tell you what, let's make 2 ore extractors. We'll try to put them 1 in each of these locations, and that way we can kind of hit all of them as we go. So it would be bam, bam, then we come down here eventually and then go there. Or, you know what, let me just check really fast. Over here would be silicon extractor actually would be good, wouldn't it? But bam, 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 bam. Oof, you know what? I think I lied. I think this is a more valuable area because we can cut right through here. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to put the sulfur one here. And then we'll play with the location of the other ones here and here and here. And I guess here too. We'll see which ones can trigger off of a T1 and which ones can't trigger off of a T1. This will be kind of an information, like a fact-finding mission. We're going to see which of these locations will get us the ores that we want. I'm going to stop here quick and grab any T3 exoskeleton, any silicon, and I'll clean this out in between episodes. There's no reason you guys want to watch me go back and forth. There's a zeolite, which I really like, and I have the inventory space for it. Good. Now, sulfur should be up here. So we assume that this yellow mist that we were seeing is actually sulfur based. If we do this, something we didn't check is to make sure that we have enough energy available for this, but okay, great. Sulfur. Fantastic. Okay, so this is really good. Next, what we're going to do is go over here, because I'll make 2 sulfur things too. That's an easy way to just make sure our sulfur is all taken care of if we have to. But let's check over here. This is the osmium one. I doubt... Oh, good. A little oxygen too. I doubt that we'll be able to do this with a T1, but we're going to check anyway. Yeah. Okay. So that didn't work. We kind of knew that. I believe we had tested that before. This was not open before, was it? It almost definitely was not. I'm gonna follow this over this way. Yeah, this is the zeolite. So this is the zeolite portion of the cave. I'm guessing, similarly, almost no way that this... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Needs a T2. This is the zeolite portion of the cave. We can get a lot more zeolite here. We know where to find it though, so I'm not as concerned about getting it all now. Just want to see where this goes. So this probably pops us out where? This pops us out on the far side. Okay, so that's the sulfur one that we just placed right there. This pops us out the far side. I think I know where we are. So the super alloy one would be on this range, kind of up here. Hold on. That's interesting also, but it would be kind of like over here almost. I guess on top of this thing. Can I get up here? I mean, I can. I doubt that I can build an extractor. I'm pretty sure the super alloy waypoint was right about here. Question. Can I... Okay, no, I can't. So I can't build it on top of this, but I might be able to right here. This is just iron. Okay, so that didn't work. I can either build down there, over here, or there's a cave. I have half a mind. I somewhat feel like there might be a cave. Let me check. All right, now I think that if that's a cave right there, that'll be potentially a super alloy cave, which would be a pretty big deal. Especially if we can, set down... Honestly, I would set down 2 extractors there. Well, I'd set down 1 and come back, but I would probably put both extractors there. This... Oh yeah, this is definitely it. Super alloy, fantastic. So, best case scenario is this works. It didn't. We need a T2 ore extractor for this. So in the meantime, I'm going to do this. I mean, this helps short term for sure. Keep that. Keep that. Okay. We're just going to collect as much super alloy as humanly possible in here. Put it all in the truck. Make our way back. Yeah, I would have loved it if we could extract this with our current ore extractor, but it's okay. Finding it and getting all this super alloy alone is a win. Also, that uranium rod is actually pretty good too. This way. Gotta watch my oxygen. I do have, like I said, 3 oxygen tanks, so I'm not afraid to use at least 1. I just got an achievement that says find a weird door in a cave. Oh, this? Okay. I just got an achievement that says find a weird door in a cave, so that's obviously this. I didn't realize this was considered a weird door though, so I'm glad it said. Oh, I'd like to mark this. Titanium, silicone, and aluminum. I would just like a way to remember that there's a weird door. I have a feeling I'll never remember this. I have no clue how to open that, but it looks crackable. We're gonna say here. We're gonna say this will be pink, I guess, purple, and we're gonna say weird door. Okay. Got a ton of super alloy, which was actually the goal. Now, something I am gonna do is... All right, hold on. So I need 2 osmium, 1 iridium, this, and this. We're gonna leave the truck here. Unfortunately, that was a little short-sighted to keep it in the cave. Now I'm gonna go check on two things. The silicone extractor over here, just to see if it works the way that we think it might. And then we're going to check on the uranium extractor over there. It's like right here. Yeah, silicone. Okay. This wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So, I want to say over here, the uranium one. We'll try this uranium. Holy glitch. We'll try this uranium one as well, see if our T1 extractor is enough for it. Assuming it's not, then I probably put this on the silicone one, I think. I think it's over here. Well, I guess it would make sense if it's over here-ish. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so the problem is I don't know if I can easily get back up from that. So I don't love testing that. So what do we do? I actually think we might place this on the... I actually think we might place this over here on the silicone one. I think that's a decent idea. I'm going to see how far I can get, though. Ideally, let me see if I can put it just right next to this little base over here. And then I can, when I make my rounds, I'll be able to come out here. And I assume it'll be predominantly silicon, which is absolutely been a limiting factor for me. Oxygen low. I don't want to risk it. The less distance I have to travel, the better. I'm gonna go a little bit in this direction, kind of the edge of the sand, and see if that's silicon. Ideally, it would just be kind of close to that one. That way I can make essentially one trip. It's neat that there's water everywhere. That's cool. So let's see if I could put it here. This would be... This is silicon, then that's iron. Okay, I gotta get a little closer. So let's try here first. Yeah, silicon. Okay. It's not super close, but it's not super far. So that'll work for me. The only one we didn't try is the uranium. So I will make enough for one more ore extractor, and I will go and do that in a second. All right, let's go quickly before the end of this episode and check that uranium cave. And I just want to see... Let me just make sure. Yeah. I just want to see if we can build something in the uranium cave to get uranium. I feel like 80% confident that it's not going to let me, but let's just check and then we'll call it a day. Alrighty, here we are. Replenish quickly. And again, really low hopes for this working, but you never know. Weirder things have happened. Yeah, okay. So ideally we take this, those resources and put it actually up near, not the silicon one, I think we're probably good there, but we put it over in the sulfur one probably, because then sulfur becomes an absolute non-issue. So with that said, as I'm traveling back, oh my gosh, did we accomplish a lot in this one. This was probably one of the most impactful episodes, truthfully, with the GPS satellite, which I really didn't think was going to be that good, being huge for us. It unlocked so much for us just now in terms of resources and resource expansion. Sulfur is not going to be an issue for us anymore, much like iridium is no longer an issue for us. And we know now where we get the other resources as soon as we can unlock the T2 ore extractor. I'm hopeful that in the next episode we'll have enough to unlock the T2 ore extractor and build it up. Whoa, hold on. Nice. Golden seed, uranium rod, iridium, and 2 super alloy. Heck yes. It's a good way to end the episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and let's keep terraforming in the next one. I'll see you then.